This week we're heading into Stoke-on-Trent, pottery capital of the UK, and let's just say it comes with a reputation. But with my parents on board this week and Roger off the tiller, it's all about good company and of course great food.
Not everyone wants a big house and morning traffic.
Some of us want the wild, the water, the winding roads.
We're Roger and Joe. Come wander a different path with us.
Wherever the journey goes next. Good morning. We are driving. We're on our way to meet my mum and dad today.
Yes!
They've driven up from London. Our boat is currently moored right off the Harecastle Tunnel, right before Stoke-on-Trent.
Right next to a nice lake.
Yeah, Westport Lake. So we're going to pick up my mum and dad, drive them back to the boat, leave their car in Stone, and then we're going to treat them to a beautiful... Wow, that was a roundabout and a half. A beautiful cruise through Stoke-on-Trent. We take them to all the best places. I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised by Stoke-on-Trent. We shall see. We'll keep you posted, right?
Yeah.
We'll let you know what it's like. Come with us.
Just to recap for those that don't know, we started a few weeks ago in Chester to do the 185-mile journey to Oxford. This week we're traveling through the heart of Stoke-on-Trent, stopping off to see the sights and battling the sweltering weather. We will also be passing through Stone and Great Haywood. And finally ending our journey 28 miles later at a lovely little pub known as the Plum Pudding in Rugeley.
We're off to a quick start this morning. We've got mum and dad on board now, and we are heading straight in to Stoke-on-Trent, right past Middleport Pottery. Stoke-on-Trent was once the beating heart of Britain's pottery industry, where smoke rose from the bottle kilns and world-famous ceramics were born from clay, fire and coal.
We decide to stop off at Middleport Pottery, one of the last working Victorian potteries in Stoke-on-Trent, and a living reminder of the city's rich ceramic heritage. Built in 1888, this place was designed to be ultra-efficient for its time. All the stages of production laid out in a single horseshoe-shaped factory.
As you walk around Middleport Pottery, you can almost feel the history. Workers once filled these spaces, handcrafting everything from teapots to tiles. Burley pottery is still made here today, using traditional methods, including copper plate transfer printing, a technique that's been preserved for over 130 years.
And you know me, I've got my eye on the cafe. This spot serves up proper Staffordshire oatcakes and a traditional North Staffordshire lobby, a hearty local stew that kept generations of pottery workers going strong. It's too hot and too early for stew, so we opt for the coffee in full English.
It's free to get into Middleport Pottery, although you can pay to do the heritage tour or the factory tour, so you're looking at £6 to £11 depending on what you decide to do. They also have some quite interesting looking classes. Then it's on to the shop, which is a ceramic lover's dream. Shelves are stacked with classic blue and white burleyware, mugs, jugs, teapots, and plenty to tempt you, whether you're after a souvenir or just browsing. It's brilliant to see that it isn't just a museum, it's still very much alive.
We are at the Middleport Pottery Museum, where they still make pottery today. And so on Stoke-on-Trent, or in Stoke-on-Trent, and a local guy who's lived here all his life was saying that besides pottery, Stoke-on-Trent is known for a couple of other famous things, which I didn't know. One is the captain of the Titanic. He's from Stoke-on-Trent. Another is H.G. Wells moved here to a place about a mile from where I stand now, and it gave him inspiration for War of the Worlds because the burning furnaces, when they would vent the furnaces at night, the whole sky would turn an orange, and it looked really like a last days sort of disastrous material. So he also said that Stoke-on-Trent has an obscene amount of coal, that each one of these kiln houses things would take 30,000 pounds. 30,000 pounds? Yeah, 30,000 pounds of coal to start. And there were over 4,000 of these kilns. And he said, so I said, does it have more coal than Black Country? And he said, oh, definitely. I'm sure someone on YouTube will dispute this, but he said that they have a half a mile down all of Stoke-on-Trent is filled with coal mines.
What about the orange? You said about the orange sky, he remembers.
He said he remembers, and he's got to be in his, I'd say, 50s. He said as a kid, he remembers in the evening, Stoke-on-Trent would have a orange glow in the sky because they would vent all the kilns in the evening. And he said, you know, the heat that would come off them, and it would just make the sky look all orange, and so.
Then it's back onto the boat, and we press on through the heart of Stoke-on-Trent. You're inside and the boat's moving. What's going on?
I know. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, Nigel's having a go.
Uh-huh.
He's done it before. I trust him.
Yeah. Do you trust him, Mum? Do you trust him? Nope. No answer. No, Roger's right. He's done it before. We trust him. He does a better job than I do anyway. I'm more concerned about going through Stoke-on-Trent. So many people have told us not to moor up here. We'll just have to find out for ourselves, I guess. We're now passing through the locks at Etruria, once the heart of Stoke and home to the Etruria Forge and the old flint mill. Just ahead is the entrance to the Calden Canal, a peaceful offshoot that winds its way into the Staffordshire countryside. We didn't have time to explore it on this trip, but it's definitely one for the list. It's a quieter, scenic contrast to the main Trent and Mersey route.
Just by Twyford Lock, this grand red brick building once churned out toilets. Yes, really. This was the Twyford Pottery Works, where Victorian innovation met bathroom ambition. In 1887, Thomas Twyford invented the one-piece pedestal loo and changed how Britain, well, did its business.
So this is a very unique situation.
We're not on our boat.
Yeah, me walking with a windlass. There's Spirit right behind me. I think we jumped off too soon.
Way too soon.
The book wasn't specific.
I see no locks.
Oh well, we get a walk.
Read that again. Tackle and bait, air guns, archery, boats and engines, country and western line dancing.
Yes.
Yes. Might need to come back there. So, honest opinion on Stoke-on-Trent? Yes, it's a little rough around the edges. Yes, it's quite industrial, but there is a lot to see. There's a lot of history, and really, I would say go for it. Cruise through Stoke-on-Trent. Maybe don't moor there overnight, but definitely pay it a visit. Once you've passed through the industrial side of Stoke-on-Trent, you start to come out into the more residential. And I'm not going to lie, one of my favourite things to do on the boat is to look at people's back gardens. And there are some amazing back gardens to spot as you're coming through this stretch. Oh, hey, Priscilla, here's your boat. Woo! It's supposed to be a slow and steady sport, boating. No running allowed. No! And this is why I don't let him do the locks, see? He just shows me up.
Hey, you have the whole summer to burn calories. I had like a few days that your parents were with us, so I gotta move on. And I really loved it.
As we came up past the Wedgwood factory, we decided it was definitely time to moor up and crack on with dinner.
That's right, Joe, and there's nothing better than cooking out on the towpath over charcoal. Tonight we are having amazing tomahawk steaks. Delicious and juicy, cooked to perfection. Mind the smoke, ma'am.
Yeah, why is it that there's always one person that the smoke follows?
Did I already mention cooked to perfection?
Yeah, we all agreed this was the best steak we've had in ages. What's going on?
All right, day 2 with the parents on. Nigel's at the back at the controls, giving me another day to actually jump around on the locks,
Nice.
which is a lovely thing to do. I like it.
And where are we going?
Stone, but I think we'll probably push on past that maybe, but
Okay.
Stone is our next one. Hello. Very patriotic, like Swiss and UK.
And here's a boat for you, George.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You look very American today.
I am very American, always.
It's another super hot sunny day today, and you know it's hot when all the animals are in the canal instead of in the field.
Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word.
Where's Dad gone?
Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Join us on this really rather picturesque section of the historic Trent and Mersey Canal, winding its way from the pottery hubs of Stoke-on-Trent to the charming market town of Stone. Stretching roughly 10 to 12 miles through Staffordshire's gently undulating rural landscape, the canal flows into open fields and leisurely bends.
Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that there should be. There is no one.
Bridge 100, the turnover bridge, is actually a Grade 2 listed structure.
In the heyday of canals, towpaths were dominated by horses pulling narrow boats along the water. When a rope was stretched from a boat to a horse across a canal crossing, it could block the road traffic completely. So canal bridges were engineered around the rope, not the road.
Dreaming of you, 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 I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could...
While Stone is quite rightly known as a canal town and the birthplace of the Trent and Mersey Canal, I was quite interested in some ancient folklore here.
According to local legend, Stone gets its name from a tragic tale. 2 princes, Wulfdaf and Rufin, were out hunting when a mysterious white stag led them to a Christian hermit named Chad. They converted in secret, but their father, King Wulfhere, was furious. In a fit of rage, he had them killed. Wulfad here in Stone, and Rufin nearby at Burnston. Their mother buried them beneath a pile of stones, and that's how the town got its name, or so they say.
I think this is the smallest boat I've ever seen.
This was a charming Jules pub that we saw on the canal. That is a wonderful favorite of ours, is to be able to stop and relax and have a pint. No time this time, but it is a beautiful looking pub.
Stone actually isn't just famous for locks and legends, it's also a town built on beer. Brewing has been part of Stone's identity for over 2 centuries, and at the centre of it all is the pub that Roger just mentioned, Jules Brewery. And hey Roger, that brewery was actually the very first one, the original Jules.
Well, I wish I would have known that before. We definitely would have stopped.
Cheers to a drink on the boat instead. It might be a little hard to tell from the slightly cloudy skies in the videos, but it has been an amazing summer so far. It is super hot.
But I'm not complaining. We didn't even get a summer last year. It was miserable, cold, rainy weather. So this year is what summer should be.
I think 4 years in, Roger is starting to finally get the picture of why us Brits complain about the weather so much. We don't really have extreme weather here, but it does change constantly. 1 minute it's sunny, the next it's raining sideways.
No comment.
Anyways, we have found a beautiful place to moor, and Roger is cooking up another storm.
Oh yeah. So as an American, burgers are in my blood, and I've been told that I make the best burgers that anyone's ever had. So yeah, come to our boat when I'm cooking burgers and see what you think. Okay, I won't give you my secret, but it's all about the fat ratio in the minced beef, or ground beef as we say, and you have to use dirty American cheese. Sorry.
Never ever apologize for a cracking good burger. Another glorious morning and another glorious breakfast.
I don't know about you, but I'm beginning to think that Canada doesn't have any of its geese left.
Oh, good.
What you cooking?
Pork belly. It's gonna be barbecue pork belly. Get a shot of that.
Okay, what you
I'm
gonna...
searing it in the pan,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna go into the crock pot to slow cook all day. Be ready when we moor up tonight, huh?
Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I promise we do some other things than eat. So we are pressing on today, cruising once again through the lush Staffordshire countryside, and once again it is a proper scorcher today. These moorings that you see here on the left-hand side are what's known as private moorings. Oftentimes boaters pay rent to be on these moorings, and that means that they don't have to move every 2 weeks like we do. It's a nice compromise, I think, between being a continuous cruiser and being in a marina, and definitely something we'd consider doing in the future if we ever saw a nice one come up. And hey, I realized recently we never answered our question about Sophie. She is actually 18 years old. She doesn't love boat life quite as much as Penny does. Since we're seeing quite a lot of cows by the canal on this trip, I had to look this up. And did you know that cows are actually pretty good swimmers? That's another random fact to store for your next pub quiz. One of the amazing bonuses of living on a narrowboat is that you do, by default, just find yourself spending so much more time in nature and outside, and it is so very good for your soul. So if you're struggling today, if life just feels a little bit too much, take some time, get away from the screen, turn this off, and just go outside for a minute.
I've found that being outside isn't just refreshing, it's restorative. Sunlight fuels your body, fresh air clears your mind, and movement in nature resets your rhythm. And when you ground your bare feet to the earth, you tap into something deeper, a calming, steady energy that reminds your body it belongs here.
There's Timothy. Say hi to your dad.
Hi, Dad.
That one's for you.
He's like a paint.
Yeah, it does. mill. I will say I'm super grateful to have help in this weather with the locks.
This is Great Haywood. Definitely an awesome stop along the way. We went to the canal-side cafe and farm shop. We went into the farm shop and we got our next morning's bacon and sausage for a fry-up, as well as a cheeky ice cream, as Joe said, and amazing looking fresh veg. The biggest yellow onion I've seen in my entire life. It lasted us 2 weeks. Definitely worth a stop.
At Great Haywood, you have the option to turn onto the Staffordshire and Worcester Canal, which would take you into Wolverhampton and Birmingham. We won't be turning onto this canal, however. We're continuing our journey south, down the Trent and Mersey, onto the Coventry Canal, and eventually onto the Oxford. Here's one for Jackie.
I'll be there till I'm gone. I don't know anybody quite like you can lift me up. And the truth is I'm falling. I'll be there till I'm gone. I don't need anybody. Only you can lift me up. And the truth is I'm falling.
I saw that sneaky kiss. Boating is romantic.
This one's for you, Sally. It's actually amazing how many boats we see named after people that we know.
With every heartbeat, you're coming closer, coming closer. Every old leaf is turning over, turning over. Every season, a reminder that you're never.
We finally reached the Plum Pudding Inn Rugeley, where we have our car parked. We're going to drive Mum and Dad back to their car near Stoke, and they're heading back to London. But once back at the boat, Roger and I decide to press on a little further to find somewhere shady, as it is very hot. So basically we're looking for a mooring under trees like this, but we can't moor here because the side, the edging is just not stable enough. So we will keep looking. The water levels are super low at the moment, so as we come around the corner, the front end of the boat runs aground, and then Roger's having to back it up to swing it around. So it's a bit of a pain at this time of year. This is a really leaky looking canal. There's a lot of places that I think the water's escaping. So it does make it hard work.
Canal life can be so magical. That's the word. Magical.
Magical is definitely a great word to describe canal life, especially as we're cruising towards our final destination for this video. We're going to moor up in the shade and we're going to relax and enjoy the peace and quiet. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. We love having you here. That's all for this week, but why don't you join us next week as we kick back, relax, and cruise onto the Coventry Canal for the first time. We enjoy the weather, dive into how we make an income, and of course, there's always food. Comment below and say hi, we'd love to hear from you.
See you next time!